These mass casualty instant buses can be found throughout the Tidewater EMS Council region. There are buses in Chesapeake, Hampton, Virginia Beach, Suffolk, Isle of Wight, and York County. Norfolk and Newport News will be getting buses, as well as James City County and Portsmouth, making a total of 10 buses that are available for use in the area. These MCI buses are smaller than the previous ones. They operate on a more updated system and run similar to a standard vehicle. They run on unleaded fuel only and come equipped with a backup camera that is integrated into the rear view mirror. So when you put the bus into reverse, the backup camera comes on, showing you a view of the rear exterior of the bus. Every department has different policies, and while the backup camera is helpful, remember, it is not a replacement for a spotter. So use a spotter to help with backing up when possible. To operate the front door, look for the toggle switch that says open and close. It's the first button on the left located above the rearview mirror. To open the door, just press the switch to open, and to close it, press the switch toward close. The foot-operated parking brake works like most standard vehicles. Use your foot to push it down to set it, and to undo it, just pull on the brake release handle. To operate the door latch on the rear door, you need to turn the handle all the way up and the door will open. To lock it, you have to take the handle back down, go halfway back up, then down again in order to use the key to lock it. The bus is equipped with an intelligent lift interlock system. If you want to operate the wheelchair lift, you need to have the parking brake set. The parking brake button and the lock button will come on to show you that it is safe to operate the lift. We'll discuss operating the lift later in this video. Let's focus on driving the mass casualty instant bus. You already know about the backup camera and the importance of having a spotter. You also need to be aware that there is a significant blind spot on the passenger side of the bus. The side mirrors are low, so it's important to make sure you are aware of your surroundings at all times. When it comes to the communications component of the MCI bus, the radio designation is part of the numbering system TIMS already has in place. For example, Chesapeake would be MCI Bus 2, while Norfolk would be MCI Bus 10, and so on. Each jurisdiction is responsible for installing their own radio system in the bus. It is recommended that radios be installed for communications. There is also a suggested supplies list included in the manual for the medical disaster supply pouch. Now let's talk about loading a patient. The mass casualty instant bus can hold 10 seated patients, 9 litters, and 2 wheelchairs for a total of 21 patients. When loading patients, remember to place them in head first. Lightest patients on top and largest on bottom litters. This is the configuration or cargo matrix on how to load patients in the litters. If there are no patients who need to use the litters, you can convert the system to allow for more seated patients. When it comes to operating the wheelchair lift, which can also accommodate a stretcher, remember, you need to make sure the parking brake is engaged for it to work. The lift power button, a green light, will come on when the lift is turned on, as will 2 LED lights for the ramp. When you see that the remote is lit, you will know that it is ready to operate. Use the corded remote in order to operate the lift outside the bus. Be mindful of the cord to assure that it does not get pinched in the lift during use. Press the unfold button to move the lift to get it into position. Then press the down button until the lift makes contact with the ground and the yellow ramp comes down. When you're ready to load the lift back inside the bus, press the up button and the yellow ramp will come up and the lift will rise into place. Then press the fold button to get it back inside the bus. If for some reason you do not have power, there is a manual hand jack you can use to operate the lift. When operating the lift with a wheelchair patient on board, make sure the security strap is in place. It's part of the wheelchair restraint system. To secure 2 wheelchairs in the back of the MCI bus, use the Secure Lock Safe and Secure system. There are 4 secure locks on the wall. Pull the tab to you, then lift up and you can detach it from the wall. On the floor, they can be rotated around to the position you need. Then press on the red button to pull out the amount of cord you need. Hook it into place, then ratchet it to securely tie the wheelchair in place. There are alarms inside the bus that sound if there are any problems. A couple of troubleshooting tips to be aware of. If the lift safety contacts are not in place, even though all the indicators show green, yet the lift still won't engage, you may need to use the hand jack to ensure the contacts are touching. Also, check the LED lighting inside the bus to ensure you have the needed power in the vehicle to operate the lift. These are just the basic operating instructions for the Mass Casualty Instant Bus. If you have further questions or would like more information, please contact the MMRS coordinator at 757-963-0632.